Good afternoon, Paul and Bhargav. It's Wednesday, the 30th of August. Here's the heads up brief for today. For the Southeast Asia production, we covered 25 issues. For North Asia, we covered 9, and for Australasia and the Pacific Islands, we covered 6. In South Asia, we covered 20 issues, plus the major issues in Europe, Middle East, and Africa.
Okay, great. Thanks. Go ahead.
So in Papua, Indonesia, the West Papua National Liberation Army killed an indigenous Papuan woman they accused of being a spy for Indonesian security forces in Jayawijaya in the highlands. They also issued threats against any Papuans working with Indonesian security forces, saying that they will kill them.
Well, that's a particular worry given there's enough problems with the Indonesian judicial system without TPNPB deciding they can be both judge and executioner. That's a real concern, and it's a massive concern for Mr. Mertens, the man that's captive for TPNPB now, and he's been in kidnap position for how many months now, Uday?
Over 6 months, Paul.
And has there been any information on that recently, or is it
Not
the
recently.
continued state of anarchy?
Not recently, Paul.
Okay, thanks.
Right. Regarding China, the U.S. Commerce Secretary yesterday said that U.S. companies are concerned about China's status as uninvestable due to risks like fines, raids, and exit bans.
Okay, not sure about that. I mean, on the surface, it's pretty obvious what she's stating, but the reality is America's doing a lot to disrupt their business as well. So I think this is a real complicated matter, and we need to look at that pretty closely. Okay.
Yeah, we'll dig deeper into this. And in Thailand, former Prime Minister Thaksin Shinawatра's lawyer said that he was preparing documentation for Thaksin to seek a royal pardon. Thaksin is currently serving an 8-year term in prison, but he's currently at the hospital.
Okay, well, there's a lot of history to that, and I'm sure you're all familiar with it, so we'll leave it at that. Thank you.
Right. In South Asia, 2 suspected Islamic State operatives were arrested by India's National Investigation Agency in Rajasthan on the 28th of August.
Yes, that is interesting. At the same time, a bit of a concern as well, because the tier 2 cities in northern India have not been as exposed to ISIS recruitment of as much as in the south. NIA has conducted multiple raids in southern tier 2 cities such as Coimbatore, Kochi, and some of the non-urban areas. It's important to note that Islamic State has not been as successful compared to other countries in the Middle East, Europe, or even South Asia for that matter. If we go by the official records, less than 100 people have been recruited, and over 200 arrests have been made by NIA in connection to ISIS recruitment. But it would be better for us to keep a close eye on the recruitment and the raids on similar activities.
Right, we'll do that, Bhargav. And regarding Pakistan, former Prime Minister Imran Khan's 3-year jail sentence was suspended yesterday. However, a special court in Islamabad ordered authorities to keep him in prison for 2 more weeks in connection with another case. There's also political parties calling for a confirmed election date, as the assemblies have been dissolved, but there still is no confirmed election date.
Yes, there seems to be no end to misery for Imran Khan, despite given by the courts. The army is going to bring up multiple charges on different cases, like the Cypher case. So even though he gets out on bail, it will not have any impact on their political prospects for his party, the PTI, Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf. And I would expect more fractions or divisions within the political parties as the election date nears.
Right. And in Europe and Africa, in Gabon this morning, military leaders took over in a coup. They announced the cancellation of election results and the dissolution of state institutions. Gunfire has been reported in the capital. The takeover came just after the Electoral Commission officially announced the re-election of the president, Ali Bongo, who's been in power since 2009, and his family has been in power for over 50 years.
This is appearing as a trend across West Africa and some parts of Central Africa. Mali, Burkina Faso, and recently Niger also had similar military coups. Now Gabon. Let's keep a close eye on such trends there. Maybe we can focus in on a regional assessment.
Yeah, we'll do that.
Uday, look, I saw your correspondence with clients, and the information that was presented to them both by email and in the private groups was exceptional. But just pass on a well done to the team on that.
Yeah, we'll do, Paul. Thanks. And lastly, regarding the Russia-Ukrainian war, in a rather notable incident, Ukrainian drones attacked a Russian military base in Peskov near Estonia. It's notable because this is nearly 700 kilometers north of the Ukrainian front line. The drones attack destroyed several Russian aircraft.
All right, thank you.
Okay.
Nothing further from my end.
Okay. Yeah, that's very, very disturbing, and one for the drones. But my comments from yesterday. Stay put. Thanks very much, Uday. Appreciate it.
Right. Thanks.